Hi everybody, welcome to Ladies Who Glow Places. We're ambitious women glowing and ready to go. Real talk for women glowing throughout life.
Wellness, wisdom and women going places through business and travel.
Living well, laughing lots and living life. We are women who believe that life can only get better. I'm Carol.
I'm Judi.
I'm Gill.
With the lipstick on. How's everyone this week?
We're good.
Fabulous.
Yes, we're good. We were all actually out as a little trio where we weren't. We were at Carol's. We were at an event at Carol. Carol did a lovely event with the lovely Charlotte Tilbury. Not Charlotte herself, but there was
I thought it was Linda.
I know she thought it was Linda's. There was a lot of little Tilburys in there, wasn't there?
Yes, beautiful girls.
And so Carol was off to the off shot in the red, had beautiful pink on, looked gorgeous as always. Oh. Jill and I supported her.
Looking gorgeous too, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a beautiful sunny evening in Glasgow.
It was lovely.
And there was buskers.
Nice
and see, Glasgow is so nice. When
it's a vibe.
Except for...
Well, Buchanan Street is a vibe. Going a wee bit further.
So
I was going St. Enoch's. I was going down to Zara, wasn't I?
Yeah, I was going down to Zara and we kind of turned the corner at
Is
Zara.
that because people have moved from Central Station?
Yeah.
Because the station's all...
It was kind of like you went from like all of a sudden it was like
European culture.
It was like Zara and people busking, and then you turned round to the right hand side and it just happened just at Subway there.
Just getting towards the four corners.
For the four corners. And of course Jill was absolutely fabulous. I was quite teary about it. I was quite emotional, quite like stood back and I was like, wow. And I'm usually quite dynamic in these first aid situations. Judy's your person, but this was just weird.
Such a young person. It was such a young person.
So upsetting. So we came round the corner and there was like a group of maybe four of them.
There was exactly four of them.
One looked 6. One looked 9. The other one looked
about 16 or whatever. They were telling us they were 16, but I don't think they were because the wee one who's like a wee Daniel, like there's always like so Daniel's 14, right? So all of his pals have like grown
really
up
like
in the last year. They're like massive and towering over me, and he's like the wee one that gives a game away that they're not of age yet.
Right, okay.
Right, so there's always one in that group, and there was one in that group. And there was a girl, so there was 3 boys and a girl. Yeah. And so we came round the corner and there was another kind of gentleman thing, but the boy was standing in the middle of the street and it was kind of like...
It was like he was in the Matrix. See that?
Horrible.
Like a zombie.
It was horrible.
In the middle of the road, and they were trying to get him over the road, and then they couldn't get him over the road because he was
his limbs
trapped
were all
in
kind
a
of
K-hole. That's what he was.
He was trapped in a K-hole.
And he wasn't getting out. So a K-hole is when you've taken ketamine, right? And I think what happens is, I don't know, right, because I've never taken ketamine, right? But I think what happens is when you take too much, you just go in this K-hole apparently, and it's like it was like he was in the Matrix, like stop him like slow motion, the arms going in, but his arms and legs were going in different directions.
It's horrible.
And his friends were trying to get him over the road, but they were like dragging him, right? And we could see this, and then they left him. So they left him in the middle of the road in Argyle Street where the buses and all that were, and he was just about to get hit by a bus. He was going to get hit by a bus. And we were like, should we help him? Should we not? Should we help him? Should we not? And then there was these other couple of guys who were like trying to help him because his friends then just went off as if they couldn't be bothered and just left him in the middle of the road. So then we went to help them, but the friends had come back to get him, and another guy had come and got them, and then they were like dragging this guy, like, but he was unable to walk,
so
like
sad.
He couldn't do it.
Did you phone the police?
Well, while we were standing, it was so funny because Jill was like doing all our first like mental health first aiders or whatever, and I was just
that 999,
and I was just like standing back like this, thinking, oh my gosh, this is somebody's child. This is so sad. And of course, there was these like 2 little guys turned up, didn't they? They were like little
The street
team. I don't know if MD's ever came across the street team. They were hilarious, but
Shout
they were
out to the street
team. Thank you, street team. Quite small.
height doesn't matter.
But you know that way they
Size
were just
doesn't
like,
matter,
I don't know whether we're quite tall, but I mean, it was as if these two little
Maybe
borrowers came from nowhere.
Maybe that's part of the
Very,
interview process.
very handy
Hey,
borrowers.
you're too tall.
Maybe police need to be tall and then they need to be small, but they were just, and then of course, what did you
I
do?
don't think we're allowed to say this.
What were they
Have we
wearing?
not? Oh, they were like
They had
they'd
like
on,
high-vis stuff, and they had like
they'd like wee radios. They were real. They
walkie-talkies
were
and
real.
phones and all sorts of
Real
like
phones.
equipment.
They were like real, right? And then,
Oh.
of course, then Jill had said to them, she
'Cause-
whispered in his ear.
She said what?
So
To one of them, she took him aside. She went, "Come here."
because they didn't
Did
want,
you tell them about
so
the
kids,
keyhole?
the kids
Is that what you
didn't,
call it?
the kids didn't want that because at first I stopped them, right. So we were going to help them, not going to help them, going to help them, not going to help them.
And then we were like, "No,
And
we
then
need to help
we
him."
were like, I said, she needs to stop dragging that boy because he's going to,
So I
he's
don't
going
know
to
why I'm not
fall
to laugh at
and
him.
like smash his head open and like die. Like that was how bad he was. Or, you know, he's going to go in front of a car. He needs to sit down. Like he just needed to stop wherever he was. So I had said, listen, you're going to need to stop dragging him about. He needs to sit down. Like, but we need to get a bus. We need to get. I said,
So
you're
they were-
not getting
they were
in
trying
any bus.
They were trying to get him to Buchanan bus station. The boy could hardly walk this, and his
that's-
eyes were
For
actually.
people that don't know, that's probably, even without anything, it's a 20-minute walk.
Aye.
Yeah,
up
But
the
this
hill.
guy, he was like a Martian. That's what he was like. He was like a Martian, right? And so I stopped her and I just said, "Listen, you're going to need to let him sit down. Like this is
Was the street team
he can't.
here?
The
No,
street
this
team's
is-
not here.
No,
yet.
not yet. It was just
So
us.
then I'm saying, listen, what's he on? What's he on? What's he on? Oh, it's just drink. It's just drink. And I was sitting down. I got him a drink of water out of Subway. I was like
Judy was just standing
trying
like
to
a big
calm
idiot,
him
by the way,
down.
because she didn't know what to do. I was just
Trying
like
to calm the girl down. The other two, they were obviously on the drugs as well, but they weren't trapped in a keyhole. Just this guy was. And I said to her, listen, I'm not going to say their names. I said, listen, I've lived a wee bit, probably a bit more than you. That's no drink.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, oh. So she went, it's ketamine. I went, right, okay. So we tried for a while to kind of get him to come round or whatever, and
You could
it
actually
wasn't
see
coming
his
out.
heart beating out his chest. It was so scary. It was like
It was not there, and
No,
I could
his
see, like, I
eyes-
could see his eyes. Like when I was talking to him, he was like searching for me, but he couldn't find me.
Yeah,
Like it was obviously like my
It's a
voice was
horrible thing.
outside. So, and then we said, "Listen, we're going to have to get him medical help. Like but we need to get the bus." I said, "Sir, you need to forget about this bus because you're not getting on it with him." Like
there's
the
no
bus. The bus is long gone.
Yeah.
There's no bus. The only bus you're getting in is an ambulance. Like that's what's happening. So anyway, but then we decided that you were going to
I was
phone an
going to phone an
ambulance,
ambulance.
and then
Here they
arrived
come,
the
the
street
borrowers came along. They appeared just at our wee shoulders, didn't they? And I was like, hello.
Did they get an ambulance then?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Right,
So
they-
we left
they've
them
got-
at that
right.
point.
Well, no, but
I
then
took them
the funny
aside.
point was-
Because the girl confided in me. Confided it's ketamine, and I thought that's nice. She trusts me enough to be able to reveal that it's ketamine, right? So I takes one of them to the side and I said, and he was like, "What is it?" And I went, "It's ketamine."
Did you tell
It's
me
been
about my
taken.
pillow talk cocktails?
at the same time, she was saying that. She was saying that, yeah. At the
I
same
was
time.
going, "It's ketamine and pillow talk, Ellis gin cocktail."
They didn't have that. Wasn't that they never had Ellis gin?
No, they
No,
didn't.
no, definitely not,
Ellis
definitely
gin.
not. No, no
And
keyholes.
see if they'd have had Ellis gin, they'd have been capable. It actually gave me superpowers to be able to help these
It
people
does do that.
instead of ketamine.
It
Because
does that.
ketamine's it's not a good
No,
choice.
it's not.
Ellis gin,
A bad
pillow
choice,
talk
no
cocktails,
choice.
definitely a good choice. But so anyway, I've took him aside and went.
This is funny.
I took him aside and went pillow talk. No, never. I took him aside and went ketamine. Right, try to respect
really-
this lass's
he just
privacy.
made you.
Right, and he just went like that. Bob, it's ketamine.
Ketamine! We were all like that.
Right
Okay.
across. So
Was like
Bob's,
that 4-2 for a
Bob's
copy, 4-2 for a copy. It's a ketamine. It's a
ketamine.
keyhole.
It's in a keyhole. We were like that. Okay.
But then Bob's turned round to look at, I don't even know if his name was Bob, I'm making it up, right? Bob and Jerry, right? So Bob's
They were
went like that.
definitely Bob's and Jerry.
Bob went like that, Jenny. Aye, I can see that, pal.
And we were just like,
See, Bob, did he do that in his spare time? Was he a builder during the day?
Bob the Builder. Very good, Carol. I know. On the mic. Sorry, guys. Sorry, William. You should get put out for that for snorting on the mic.
It was me that's needing an ambulance after that behaviour.
Well, you guys must have deserved a drink after that. Hopefully,
Do you
you
know-
went
do
to
you know what
we
Tango
got?
Zara
No,
and buy
No,
some-
we went
I
to the
didn't.
Blue Lagoon.
And we got a special fish and chips, which is a very
And a
bizarre
sausage.
experience as well.
Oh, that was not
That was
good either.
weird.
I just said to you, get me out of here. I am never walking down this street
It
again.
was- and then we went round the
horrific.
corner and there was actually police with another guy, but real police. Not
real
street
police.
team.
Look,
Oh, it was
with
like,
another
listen,
guy.
I'm not
we're
walking
not
there
really
again.
publicising Glasgow on a Sunday night very well.
No, but
Buchanan Street and Charlotte Tilbury and the Pillow
Cocktails.
Cocktails was
Was amazing,
delightful. It was
amazing.
beautiful. It was European. That was the gates of hell. The rest of it was the
I've got
gates
to be
of
totally
hell.
honest. The good thing about it is that we have
Sausage was all right though.
a facility like and
Oh, the
fish
street
was- the
fighters.
street
What were they called? Street what? Team
the street fighters. See the street fighters. The street fighters. The borrowers.
Donatello.
Donatello.
Michelangelo.
Don't them poor guys. They've done
Raphael,
a really
who's the
good
other
job, didn't they? Yeah, they've
That's
done a really
great.
good
Oh,
job.
they did
I
do a
didn't
good
even
job,
know-
even though they did not protect that wee
Privacy.
lass's dignity when I was trying
Privacy.
to whisper.
But
about-
anyway, you know, it was. But the reason I stood back was because of the age of these little kids, and I was
They
thinking,
were so young.
oh my goodness, I was thinking, really?
She's saying to me, we're 16, we're 16.
Ketamine?
And I was going, no.
No
And
way.
I went, what age is he? And she went, a little bit older than me. No, I was
And
like,
then it was so funny because
you're
like the little borrowers were asking them, like, they said, so what's your address, don't they? And she was going like, she was trying to like.
they didn't want to
obviously-
get into trouble
I
wherever
know,
they were
I know,
from.
which is,
I know.
but it was
Um,
anyway. It was.
but I went home actually. I went home and I said, well, it brought up a few things at home for me. So, I went home and said to Daniel, like, I want you to know that if ever, now Daniel's the most straight-laced young teenager, touch wood so far, that you could ever meet,
Yeah,
because he's a boxer and he's really
of
keen
course.
on,
Uh-huh.
you know,
But he's got
being,
friends
being
as well.
healthy. Yeah, he's got friends, and I said to him, don't ever be afraid to phone me. Like, don't ever think that I'm going to give you into trouble if you or one of your friends or whatever. Obviously, I don't ever want you to do that. But if ever there is a situation like that, don't ever be scared of what my reaction will be. I will help you. Will you get into bother after it? Maybe. But I will help you. Like, don't ever
Yeah.
think that you can't tell me, because when I said, have you got parents or carers to those kids? Like, have you got parents or carers that I can call? And they were like, no, we just need the bus. And you could tell that they were really scared. And I think that brought that up for me, that I thought, Daniel, don't ever be scared to speak.
These kids were from Greenock. I don't know if I've said that. You know.
Yeah.
So what made me? I was thinking to myself, you know, they're obviously up here for a day out, and where did these drugs come into their day? Do you know what I mean? Do you know if they just
Judy, honestly,
Am I
It's
being quite
everywhere.
naive?
you're being very
It's
naive.
everywhere.
Yeah, and
everywhere.
I was so taken aback by this whole situation.
Do you guys see that quite a lot? People,
It depends where you go.
four corners, yeah.
What do you mean?
We don't hang out there, no.
What do you mean, the areas, or do you mean
The pubs and
ages,
the,
or
It's usually all right. Like, I don't actually see a lot of drug activity, like, and at least when we hang about, we're straight laced.
Yeah.
you good
Yeah.
boys?
And we try to
No, but it is very easy to get a hold of. Like, you need a telephone number, a TikTok or something. You can very easily. And I don't, just in case you think I'm like
Give me a
peddling it.
okay, Carol.
That's how you make money in your sleep.
Carol makes money in her sleep. This is
See
the
what I did
topic
there?
for today. She did that. That was a good line.
Excuse me,
Wow.
my daughter's a pharmacist.
That's handy. That's handy. Yeah, but I think maybe if you're never in that world and you don't know what it's like, then it's funny.
I know.
Because
Yeah.
Jill and I both were having
Yeah.
a chat about it, but how, like, kind of teenagers, and obviously everybody knows my Revolution Spin, I go in there and the majority of kids in there are like that age, you know, and you think I think there's an extreme that's really healthy, and then an extreme that's not, because there's that kind of, like, isn't there, where they're like working out and they're just, I mean, there's
Loads of kids
loads
now
of
that,
influencers
like,
and stuff that are
don't
Don't
drink,
drink,
live
don't-
such a
yeah,
clean lifestyle. You
yeah.
never did that when I was young. Like,
Yeah.
everybody was out and about getting drunk and whatever.
Yeah,
Like, and loads of people have just, like, young people have
Abstained.
chosen to abstain from that, and they're really missing out because they're missing out on pillow talk cocktails.
Yeah, and all
They're
that,
missing
yeah.
out on
You can do non-alcoholic versions too. if
Which
you-
I had.
honey,
Yeah.
honey spiced rum. They're missing
Yeah,
out on all of that.
yeah.
But yeah, always drink responsibly.
Always drink responsibly. But anyway, our podcast today was meant to be about
It was about making
money
money
in
while
your
you
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, so
So we've been talking about this for a wee while, not really understanding what it means. And I guess I came across it years ago when I met a girl just through networking, and she was saying, "Oh, I make money whilst I'm sleeping." And I'm thinking, what does she actually do? So it turns out that she had like different training courses that she created an online version of, mainly Word type documents or PDFs, not
Okay.
like face.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't mean face to face, but video versions.
Okay.
And she posted them. She spent money in Facebook adverts, things like here's a social media calendar, which was a really good one. So
Oh,
for the
yeah,
year,
yeah.
here's all the key dates, and
Or
she'd
dates
sell
we're
that.
celebrating
Uh-huh,
things.
yeah.
Yeah.
And here's some things that you can post to sit for those dates. Obviously, it depends on your business, what you would say. But selling that for $27. So she'd go to sleep, she'd wake up, and like next thing she's got $198 because she sold. That probably doesn't calculate, but she sold so many of them.
liked it, Carol. Liked it.
Liked it. That fooled you nearly. But it's things like that, and I've found that on my feeds on Instagram and things, I'm getting things like that through all the time about digital products or
E-com
reselling
courses.
prints and
Yeah.
on Etsy. Have you guys
Yeah.
ever come across that? And what do you think?
Yeah, I have. And actually, somebody who I follow or kind of following some of these like financial budgeting influencers, and a lot of them sell things
Yeah.
like budgeting spreadsheets
Yeah.
or, you
Yeah,
know,
of course.
they encourage you to have different pots of money for different things. I've definitely been influenced to do that. You know, and they're like selling things like that, and it's not expensive. It's maybe a £5, it's maybe £4.99, you know, but at certain times of the year when people are thinking about budgeting or saving for certain things, you know, there'll be like a savings calendar or a £1,000 savings challenge where you've got like 12 squares on a like a Word document, right? And there's 12 squares, and on that you would pick every month you would pick one of the amounts, because obviously some months are heavier cost wise than others, right?
Yeah, it
This
might
month
be in
is
August. You're saving up for Christmas or something like that.
And then like this month I've got my mum's 70th and my niece's 21st
On my birthday.
and your birthday.
Don't forget
Yeah,
that.
don't forget that. So, and it's also my friend's 60th in June, but we're going out and meet.
Me.
So this is an expensive month for me. So on the back of, you know, those squares, this month I would choose like a cheap one, whereas the other months that aren't as spenny, as they say, and you could pick, you know, all right, I'll do that, and then you get £1,000 by the end of the year for Christmas budget or whatever. You know, and so there are things that I've seen like that, and now I'm like,
I know,
what
and
can
there's
I
also
do?
things like
I want
to
to
do
earn
with
money
your
while I
circle of
sleep.
life, isn't it? So, like for instance, we've got Albie, and Albie was born 9 months ago, and there's things that would come up in your feed saying how to potty train a child, like a guide as to
Yeah.
how to potty
Yeah.
train.
You would
a
buy
child.
it.
And you'd say, "Oh God, it's only a £5. Let's get that." But
Yeah.
you've got 100 people buying that how to
Yeah,
potty
how to
train.
potty train,
So
yeah.
it's trying to just think of a thing that's really relevant right
Uh-huh.
now. And another thing is affiliate links. I don't know if you've ever done anything with affiliate links.
I haven't, but I have been invited. I mean, I know everybody has, but like you're always
yeah,
getting
of
invited
course.
to sell stuff on TikTok. You can sell. You can add the button to sell.
Well,
Whatever, I don't
there's
know what
something
I'm going
that
to
you
sell.
can do on Amazon as well. So you know all
Weeds
the
out my
influence-
garden, I could sell them. There's so many of them.
No, it's wild plants, wildflowers.
Oh,
not
wild-
weeds.
Right. Okay.
Wildflowers, yeah.
It's wildflowers.
But no, even if you're following somebody, like I love the interior side of things. So you've got an interior designer, and she's like, oh, look what I've got in my kitchen. I've got a kettle, and I've got this, and I've got this.
Oh, so she sells
tag.
them?
And she
No.
said,
I'll tag at the bottom.
yes, tag,
I'll
put
tag
shop
it,
in
yeah.
the bottom, and
Uh-huh.
I'll send you all the links. And every time she does that,
She
and
makes money.
you click on that link, she makes money.
Uh-huh.
And that's how the influencers are all buying
Yeah.
multi-million-pound homes.
Yeah.
So that
We
type
need to
of
start
thing.
selling stuff. I'm going to start selling wildflowers.
Wildflowers for the back
Yeah.
garden.
No, but you don't.
You stand
No,
on
no.
in the
Can I
morning.
just say, don't do product-based things.
Oh.
Do it where you're just the middleman.
Yeah, so that when you're sleeping, in other words,
yeah.
so
You don't want
So
to
I
be
don't have to
bothered.
pull
'Cause
the
then you
wee-
need-
I
Oh,
don't
no,
have to
no,
pull the
no.
wildflowers
and
out
then you would
the
have to
garden
send them.
to sell.
You would have to send them, so then you're not making it when you're sleeping. So, you
So
would-
it's things like you see somebody else that's pulling the flowers, so you link through to her and you get 10% of all of her.
so she sells the flowers and then
yeah, she does
Right,
the
okay.
hard work.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. How else can you make money in your sleep? Do you
I
think?
read one about how you can buy shares in like houses and stuff.
Well, there's a property companies that you can invest in
Yeah.
property companies and get
Yeah.
a percentage return back.
Yeah, anything as little as like I don't know. I don't think it was a lot of money. I don't
Oh,
think.
I don't know what there'll
Yeah.
be different companies will have different thresholds. But when I was younger, we bought quite a few flats.
Uh-huh.
So some of them we flipped, which was a way of
sold.
making money. It's
Yeah.
a bit harder to do that kind of thing now, but others we kept,
Right.
and then we're getting rental every month and that. And to be
Yeah.
fair, that was how I funded my business to start with, was
Right,
the rental
okay.
income from flats. Obviously, that's set up as a business as well that we pay.
Yeah.
But doing things like that, investing in things that are most likely to go up. Now, they might go down. And
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
might
they
Yeah,
might
be
I
a
have
mean
their own
that's the
down,
roller
thing.
coaster.
Yeah, yeah.
But when you're getting like it's not a guaranteed income, but it's more or less guaranteed, especially in today's day and
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
How it
Houses
can
are big,
fund.
aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously courses, online courses. I mean, you're talking about courses where it's just like spreadsheets, but online courses as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's doing a. You could do a yoga one, I guess,
I could. Yeah,
and Americans would love that.
they would. Me and my rainbow leggings.
Yeah, and they would, wouldn't they? Your rainbow leggings, they would love
I
that.
No,
always wear
if
rainbow
you do
leggings and
tartan
I do-
ones, you need to get tartan ones if
Ah.
you're targeting the
American. That
American,
is such
yeah.
a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Tartan leggings,
Yeah.
because I'm always rainbow leggings. I think because when my first business was rainbow part
Remember.
yoga, so whenever I teach, I always wear
Yeah,
rainbow leggings.
Rainbow leggings, yeah. Remember when you came and done the party?
That's
Did
right.
you read rainbow leggings
I
on
know,
there? Didn't you?
and they
It was
loved it,
good,
didn't
I
they?
know,
That was
kids
so
loved
good.
it, yeah.
It was so good.
So what else, Carol?
Well, they're just some of the things that I've come across. There was one where it was prints, where you get prints from, like you would design something in Canva's a great tool. Do you use Canva?
No.
Sometimes.
Oh my God, you can design anything in Canva and then sell that as a downloadable print that they have to print off. So
That's good,
things
isn't
like
it?
that.
Yeah.
So,
That is a good idea.
yeah, there's loads of things like that, and think of things that are relevant, whether it's travel or
Yeah, what's happening at the
cowboys,
moment, what's happening at the moment.
whatever's
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever's happening in the world.
in the world, and just in trends. If you look and see what some of those big pop stars are doing, you think, oh well, that's the next big thing.
Yeah.
There's some country music coming along.
Yeah, there's always a trend for something, isn't
Yeah,
there? There
love
really
it,
is.
yeah.
We do the disco's another one actually. One of the things that we sell physical product is like disco ball cups, and they are so popular. They're so popular.
People love a cup, don't they?
I know some that's
We were
really
talking
fancy.
about this. Who was I talking about this with at the weekend? Like, I was talking about. Oh, it was actually it was at David's brothers. It was their son's birthday, and we were talking about like those cups that keep everything
Warm.
refrigerated
Yeah, and cold.
or
Warm
warm
or
or cold, and it's just like people love them.
They love
Uh-huh,
cups,
I
yeah.
know.
And it's like 50 quid a cup.
I
But
know.
you
Like,
could do
I
that
know.
through, right? So a way of doing that without actually buying the stock in is through drop shipping. So if you can
Right.
find somebody that sells those cups, you could take the order, then place the order to go to the person. So that's,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
find something like that, you do it that way, and then you get it for, I don't know, £6, you sell it for 15, and then it goes directly to it, and then you've got that profit. So that's
me.
it's a
You
bit
can see the cogs in my brain.
I know.
it's a
turning.
bit
I'm like,
thing. Another good thing is subscriptions. So how many of us have got subscriptions that you've subscribed to? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you
Love it.
forget all about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
And it's
Months
coming
later.
off like $7.99 a month or $12.99
Mine are always like
a month.
PlayStation things for Daniel that I've got him for like before when it was like, oh yeah, and I need a subscription to EA Sports or PlayStation or something because I need to get the best version of this game or whatever.
Do you know something? I wish when I was younger I'd thought about getting into the mobile phone business, because mobile phones, everybody and their grannies and their uncles and their aunties have got mobile phones. Now, when I was growing up, we didn't have mobile phones, but if you had opened a phone shop then, you'd sold all of these plans and policies. One of the guys that I went to school with, he's a multi-millionaire.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but doing things like that,
because you done it because you opened a shop.
He opened a phone shop.
Right, okay.
And like sold all of these plans and policies, and people just keep renewing it. They'll come in, they'll get a new phone.
You need your phone. That's the
you
thing.
need to be paying your monthly.
People can't survive without their mobile phone now. You know.
So let's predict the future.
Right, let's see what's coming.
What are
So
people
it's
not
going.
going to be able to survive without?
But things
Massages, mindfulness, and gin and rum.
And rum. That's
Well,
it. Yeah, that's it.
That's what people can't survive
Yeah,
without.
exactly.
But definitely some sort of subscription model that you've got as well would be good. Again, they're subscribing to. We did a subscription again.
You could
it's one of
subscribe
those
to
things.
watching us sleep, and then we would definitely be making money while we
So
sleep.
we would. Exactly.
Well, there's your yoga.
Yeah.
I know there's loads of them out there. Asian Pilates seems to be another one that keeps popping up
Asian
in mine.
Pilates is everywhere, isn't it?
So
6
people are
weeks and you'll be
doing
like a new person.
I know.
Asian Pilates.
Angie goes back 25 years
Exactly, you
That's
do. I
amazing.
know.
It's not just your body, your face does as well.
Absolutely
somehow.
amazing.
I know. Asian Pilates, that is the thing, isn't it? I know. That's a new
That is
thing.
the way.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
the way.
yoga, been
Yeah.
where you go on, you're selling every month, you're going on
Yeah,
and
and you
releasing
could
new
Uh-huh.
moves, you're getting people to do the frog or whatever positions are.
The frog,
A
Carol.
frog definitely is
Uh-huh.
a yoga pose.
Exactly.
In fact, we did it in my class on Saturday. So, yeah.
And another thing you could do, which isn't really making money while you sleep, but collaborations. Collaborations are partnerships.
Yeah.
So for me, if I partnered with Fever Tree, for instance, and we did like
Uh-huh.
a gin with a Fever Tree mixer, doing that, and
Yeah.
we're pulling in their followers, you're pulling in my followers. Obviously, they've got much more than me, but doing things like that that's complementary or
Yeah.
It's been
something.
round longer, Carol.
I've been-
No, they've been around
Oh, they've
longer.
been
They've been
round
around. No,
I
you've
don't
been
know.
around longer. Fever Tree's been around forever, has it not?
Yeah, so doing things like that that's complementary to the service or product
Yeah.
that you have, it's really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's
Amazing,
loads of
that's
things that
us.
hopefully people
So you can
think
tell us,
about.
yes, you can tell us all the things that you do to make money while you sleep, and we'll
Copy
take all those ideas and,
And
do
do
them
the
and
thing,
try and make
yeah.
ourselves multi-millionaires like your friend to the food shop.
Yeah.
Right, thank you so much. Go
Thank
and
you.
go.
Thank you, everybody. Have
I've
a
done it again.
love.
I've waved
We
again.
love it.